Okay, please let us, we said we need silence. You don't have to be, ask them all the time like school children. We need silence, 100% silence. To show respect and listen, okay? For all of us. Bismillah.
Beautiful lecturer and my dear colleagues, Assalamu alaikum.
Ah.
I'm Wakili Faruk Bello, team leader of Deloitte Groups. I will be the first presenter, and I would like to disclose to you some personalities from which Deloitte Group come to existence. I would like to call on the second presenter in person of Muhammad Rabi Mustafa. Please come up. And he will be presenting the criteria for effective implementation. And our third presenter will be Joshua Itiola Ajeji, and he will be presenting the states in development. And our fourth presenter will be Muhammad Salahuddin. He will be presenting the basic implementation. Fifth presenter will be Muhammad Kamil Hassan, and he will be presenting segmentation strategy. Vice presenter Ali Yosai.
Let me stop there for you present. We have the Deputy CEO for Research and Development. We have the Dean of Postgraduate. We have the Dean of Faculty of Language. We have the Dean of the Faculty. So now we're in a very, very serious business now.
Ali Sami Ibrahim is presenting factors influencing segmentation strategy in micro marketing. Inshallah, you can have a listen to this. We will be presenting segmentation.
We have the Dean of Faculty of Islamic Sciences.
Our invited guests, you are most welcome. And I would like to start with market segmentation. First and foremost, what is market segmentation? Market segmentation is dividing a heterogeneous group into homogeneous group. Let's talk about target markets. Target market is a concept or strategy by which a company applies in order to get their potential customers because of their ability of purchasing power. We have two types of target market. We have identified target markets and unidentified target markets. When we are talking about identified target markets, we're talking about is a concept whereby a company gets to know or identify their targeted customers. Let's talk about unidentified. Is whereby the company didn't identify their customers. Anyway, we shall listen more as the presentation continues. I'm moving swiftly to the second presenter in person of Rabi Muhammad Mustafa to continue with the presentation.
I'm here to present the area of effective segmentation. For effective segmentation, take place, certain criteria need to be taken into consideration. So first of all, we have measurability, accessibility, substantialness, and durability. And lastly, differential responsiveness. Measurability. Measurability deals with how the size and the purchasing power of segments is being measured accurately. Accessibility. If something is accessible, that means it's reachable. For instance, while advertising, you may come across a certain group or region that do not have internet access. Therefore, they should be targeted by using other means of communication. Substantialness, that deals, substantialness begin with deals with substantialness. It's a degree to which large and profitable segmentation is being obtained. Then durability. Durability deals with a certain period. If something is durable, that means it has an extended period. That means it has a well-known stability. Then the differential response means market segments need to be differentiated and asked in a different way. Okay, let's talk about positioning. Positioning literally means creating awareness in customer's mind or in consumer's mind. For you to be able to use a good strategic plan in positioning, the company needs to know exactly what the customers or the consumers need. Now, in a situation whereby we have the definition of positioning. That's designing a marketing program, including the product mix, and it's consistent with how the company wants its products and services to be. Now in positioning. In positioning is like the branding. Come up with something different that will not be highly competitive from the other side of the other side, and be fully differentiated from the other companies that are competing with your own company. Alhamdulillah, I'm calling out to meet the next presenter, the person of Joshua. Assalamu alaikum.
My name is
Joshua, as my colleague has explained already, and I'll be talking about stages in developing market segmentation strategies. We have 6 stages to develop market segmentation strategies, and the first one we'll look at is to define the overall product market. In defining the overall product market, let's take Apple as an example. Apple have my desktop products and also laptop products. So you have to define it, which one you want to produce. And the next one is to identify and distinguish their characteristics. We all know that desktop has its own characteristics and so has laptops. And the third one, you have to describe the segment, like listing out the features. The features of a laptop, most students prefer laptop, others don't prefer laptop, others will prefer laptop too. And to evaluate the approaches for potential and likely success. This one is like the firm has to move into the market, create some questionnaires or do some surveys. Which of the products is more efficient? Which one would the customer prefer? Because as we all know, students all prefer desktop and laptop to desktop. So that's the evaluation. And to select the target market, once you know the percentage of students or customers who prefer the desktop and the laptop, then you have to know who you will target. Because if the percentage of the laptop is higher than that of the desktop, then you know to go for the students. And the last one is to determine the desired positioning and then develop marketing. You have to create the awareness in the mind of the customer. And also the marketing mix, that is the 4 P's. Your position, how you position it, the price of the market, the place you sell it. Because we all know Apple products are very expensive. You can't go to an area like Kelantan and open an Apple store here. You won't make it except you come to an industrial area like Sharlam or Kuala Lumpur. And I will move to the next slide. Talking about basis for segmentation. We have 4 types basically, and geography, demographics, psychographics, and behavior. When we talk about geography, it is just mainly the division of the market relating to the region of the world, city or countryside, and also climatic nature. You know, if a company wants to produce a product in Russia, you cannot produce a shirt that is so light because you have to look at the climatic factor of Russia. Russia is very cold, so definitely you produce a warmer jacket. So that is all about geographic segmentation, and we'll move to the next one, demographic segmentation. This is about the vision of markets related to age, income level, family, education, and ethnicity. When we talk about age, the product a toddler will use is totally different from what an adult will use. For example, a toddler will use pampers and diapers, and an adult cannot use it. And also, we talk about income level. I heard the saying from the lecturer. He said, when your income increases, your taste will change. So definitely, a product that I, a student, will use will be definitely different from what our teens and the lecturers will use. Also, let's look at the family. There are some families, some Muslim Islamic families, if the lady doesn't put on hijab, it is not okay. So definitely, it depends on the family. Some other families don't prefer hijab, while some prefer it. And let's look at ethnicity. This is just about our cultural values. Cultural values, what the culture is all about. And also education. What I, a university student, would use will be different from what the primary student would use. That's the end of my presentation. I'll move swiftly to my next presenter. Thank you.
Alaikum salam.
I'm here to present today based on segmentation. Typography is dividing the group in a particular typological method for the marketed to this market based on the segmentation. And it depends on, as you can see, social class, you have personal traits, and you have lifestyle. What is social class? This one is about the living standard of people. We have some people here in the upper class, some people also in the middle class, and we have the lower class. As it is, we have some people also in the poorer, we have some people in the middle class, of this, some people who are rich. So as the first president said, if your income increase, your taste will change. And we have personality traits. What is personality trait? You have to know who you are, what you can do, what you are going for. If only you can answer these questions, that means you know who you are. As a marketing manager, you have to be careful of your actions, your attitude, and your behavior towards your customers. And we have lifestyle. Lifestyle, what is lifestyle? Lifestyle also is a decision about people live in their daily life. Example, some people, based on their work, their social, only their family, their social, and their workplace. And healthy, you can see their friends, time, family, career, and work. And we have product characteristics or behavior. What is behavior? Behavior is divided customers into groups based on how they respond to. And you can see it's also divided into many types, but we already select three, which we are going to talk about. We have benefit sort, we have product usage rates, and we have product end use. Benefit sort is a specific advantage. It is a specific advantage customers look into when buyers or purchasing. And we have product usage rates. Product usage rate is also divided by the market, the amount they bought or consumed. And we have product use case, and this one is a person that actually uses the product, whether or if they are not a person of purchasing. Thank you. I would like to call the president.
The phone you learn.
like to present with the segmented strategy, type of segmented strategies. Actually, we have three types of segmented strategies. One, undifferentiated, differentiated, and concentrated strategy. Talking about the undifferentiated strategy, undifferentiated strategy is talking about the pricing, promotional program, and the type of product. Moreover, undifferentiated strategy, the marketers use the same message, that's the products, for all the segments of market. And undifferentiated strategy can also be known as the mass marketing. So in this case, the marketers, the products, they make products that appeal to everyone. So in this case, their products are general or simple, opting to everyone to relate. For example, let's take Predator for instance. Predator is an organization or a restaurant company. So if you consider the points here, before a Predator can sustain or maintain their customers, they have to make a standard price for everyone. Secondly, they have to ensure promotional program and also very good quality food and drinks, and make a very nice distribution, also make a discount. Secondly, talking about the differentiators of operate in several market segments and design different programs for each segment. This was talking about the marketers. The marketers at least use two segments of market. For instance, let's use this distributing company for instance. Distributing is focusing on their product is about shoes. So in this case, they are producing products. Their products are appeal to